Good day, fellow technicians. What I have here is a patient monitor. It's a GE B40. As you can see here, we have the functions. And by the way, the problem with this one is there's no reading on the oxygen concentration side right here. So my first diagnosis is, I think, the only problem is the connection, the wire in this area. So okay, as you can see here, we have the battery compartment, the connection module of the IBP, the temperature, and the SpO2, and we have here the ECG, and lastly we have the NIBP. And in this area we have also the capnograph compartment. Actually, I already pulled the capnograph port. For the biomedical technicians here, you know what's the function of this one. Actually, it's the capnograph. It will sense the CO2 concentrations in our body, meaning it's going to measure the exhaled CO2 in our body. By the way, this is used by the OR department, or the operating room department, and every time there's a operation, they will use the capnograph also to monitor the give out CO2 from the patient. And as you can see here, we have also the battery, compact battery. This is a 11.1 3.52 ampere hour, and it has 39 watt hour. Okay, so I'm going to insert this one, and actually there are two compartments of the battery, and I only used one, or the available battery is only one. So my first thing to do is to open up. By the way, the other components here is the BP. As you can see here, the BP connector does have a two hole, and in this area also, as you can see, I'm going to insert this one. So okay, that's it. By the way, these two holes corresponds to the inflation and the deflation of the BP cuff. Once it is inflated, it will deflate at the other hose tubings, meaning there's two tubings here. So This one, I don't know where is the intake and the uh, output or input of this one. But for sure, it is connected here, and the other one is inflation and the other one is deflation. Okay. And I will try to check the SPO2 cable. Okay. Uh, this is the connections here. We have the SPO2 sensor, and we have here is the sensor itself right here. Brand is Massimo, and we're going to test whether the SPO2 does functions normally. Okay. Okay, I think it's functional. We'll try to check the wirings. Actually, there should be a lock here in order to place this one, so that it will not be pulled out. I think the lock is missing, and I think someone is putting a glue on this area here. Okay, so possibility uh, the problem is in this area right here. We'll see if it does change the value. Okay, I think there's no problem. So I think there is no problem with the SPO2. It's just the lock is missing, and someone is putting up a glue so it will not be pulled out. Okay, so my diagnosis here is we just have to replace this whole thing, the SPO2, so that from time to time there will be no trouble. Okay, so we already isolate the SPO2, so for sure we're going to replace this one and the whole thing. Okay, then the next one is the ECG. As you can see here, we have the connectors. There are 3 leads, or they just used 3 leads. So we're going to try if there is a reading. Where's the other one? Okay. It's just a 3 leads used. So as you can see here, Okay, I already shorted all the three leads and there's a reading. Oh, okay. We'll try and see. Test again. Let's hope it does have a reading. Okay, so here you go. There's a reading, so meaning these three leads are functional. So this one is okay. And lastly, we have the BP. Test myself. The BP. Okay, I already installed the BP on my right hand. And then I'm going to check BP. What is this? Cuff loose. Okay. In IBP cuff loose. What's going on? Okay. We'll try it again. Does not turn on the motor. What's happening? Okay, I will try to insert it. Oops, sorry. Okay, there you go. Okay, my BP is 120, or I mean 130/80. Okay, so actually the problem is this one. It is not inserted very well. So the switch here, we have a switch here, this color white. That's two white here. It is a switch, so meaning the switch is turned off. So you should put it in a proper way, like that, so that it will trigger the switch to turn on the motor. Oops. Try again. Oops. Ay. Okay, that's it. Just insert it tightly so that it will read and start the motor. Okay, as you can see here, my BP is at 113/76. So thanks God, it's normal. So I think we troubleshoot the problem. So As you can see here, we have also the tubings for the capnograph. Okay, so the problem is with the SPO2, so we're going to replace this one right here with a new one, and I hope it does solve the problem. Well, it does, because the only problem here is the outer, not internal. By the way, this is a basic cardiac monitor troubleshooting. So once there's a problem, you should try first to check the wirings, because it is a wear and tear uh, device, this one. So replacing it will also help solve the problem at all. So not all the times you should open up the monitor if in case there's a problem. Sometimes you need to just check the basic first, the wirings, the connection. So we're going to return this back to the operating room, and I will order a replacement for the oxygen concentrator wire. And that's all. Have a nice day and God bless.